Welcome to the Love Government. I'm Dennis Leary. I'm speaking on behalf of the Love Government. I have cards laid out here in front of me, and these cards are part of the Love Government system. You can find the detail that these cards entail by going to the website and then looking up on the Earth flag. There's a book up there. It contains more information. But now we're going to be focusing on a very, very important subject to all of us, and that is sex. And we're going to be interpreting these cards in terms of sex, but we need to keep in mind that this is the love government. The broader context of this is always love. Sexuality is the most important expression of love because that's how we got here. And sex is a pointer also to love, because it won't work very well, it won't be safe, and it won't be healthy unless it's in that context of love. The first card of this series is this one here. This is the Ace of Wands in the Tarot system, which is also a love card system and a sex card system. This is the Ace of Wands. This is the Ace of Wands. They're the same. This is formatted differently. This large card here is called the Lover card, and it is the Lover 1 because this is the first card in a series of 52. All 52 cards are here in this card layout. This is a layout of all of the cards. It's called a house of cards. It's called a house of love or a temple of love. It also is a structure that we're going to take a journey through. Now this card here, the Ace of Wands, is this card here. One of the 52. Here's where we start. We start with the number 1. My finger looks like a number 1. It looks like this wand. So this is the first step. These cards have two aspects to them, a double side. This card flips. On the back side is the 9 of Wands, and that corresponds to this card over here. And the 9 of Wands is down here too, on an older version. So the overall idea is the lover, who is the personification of all of us as lovers. And there are two aspects to us. I have 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 ears, etc. There's 2 aspects to life, always. We call that a positive side and the negative side of life. And these cards are going to be like mirrors that we can look into to see ourselves. And also windows that we can see out into the greater world. And they provide information for us, and they're going to provide energy, insofar as we're open to it. Now, not all people are open to it. But those that are, they will find what I'm talking about in these cards. So we read them this way. The Lover 1, that's the subject of this first card. Only one. This represents only one. And this represents lonely one. There's a rhyme going on here, and there's a balance. The message of these cards, as we read them in the Love Government, is this, that there is oneness to reality and to life. And in terms of sex cards, it means that we are having sex or making love with the lover, who is all of us. That's our focus. She is a compound symbol for all of us. But this card is saying that without her love, we wouldn't be here. The whole universe, reality itself, is the lover's body in our interpretation of this. So our very existence depends on our love, since the lover and us are intimately connected. The Bible puts it 2 in 1 flesh. So this card is portraying the sexual act. This is the cloud is the great cloud like a nebula out in the universe, or a cloud of atoms. It's everything and nothing symbolized. This is the lover's potentiality body. Out of the love comes her hand. The hand reaches out, and this is the creative act. The hand is a sexual sign. The hand conforms to the whole body in the sense that it has 5 extensions. My body has 5 extensions. Head, 2 arms, 2 legs. My hand has 5 extensions. There's another organ that has 5 extensions. That's the woman's clitoris. Has 5 extensions. The head is visible, and the arms and the legs are underneath the surface. So this card is a sex sign. The lover holds us, when she makes love with us, with her hand. The hand conforms, or is a symbol of, relates to her vagina. In this manner, you can see it. The vagina and the fingers here make the ridges of the vagina and the opening to the vagina. The hand conforms to that. It's a symbol. It's a sex sign. These things are encoded into our body. So we need to read the code if we're interested in getting to the bottom of what sexuality really is, the way we were designed and the way we were created. So this card is portraying sexuality. It's a love card, but it's also a sex card. It reminds us of who we are. We are lovers. We are sexual beings. We were created for pleasure. The clitoris, which is the woman's center of her sex, is the only organ designed directly and solely for pleasure that we have. Our other organs indirectly entail pleasure, but the clitoris is the organ that is designed for pleasure directly. This card has that kind of information in it. Now there's a negative side to all of these cards. This is the positive side, where we're in love, the lover is making love with us, and this, in the wand, is symbolically an ejaculating penis. So it's a phallic symbol that's being portrayed here. This is the positive side of oneness, positive message of the card. Now the other side is the lonely one. And this card is the 9 of Wands. If you flip these cards, you get this. So the negative side is also a sex card, but it's lonely. This card is portraying the state of alienation. It's portraying the state of being separated from love, from this side. There's a breakaway, there's a split here. And this entails suffering, pain, angst, conflict within oneself over sexuality or over anything. It's a state of being separated from the true experience of love and the true experience of a healthy and safe sexual life. It appears to be kind of a prison. There's plenty of sex going on here, ejaculating penises, 9 of them altogether, but it's been torn away from this, split off from the love context here. And then if it's split off and alienated, you don't have love anymore, you have anti-love. And then sex becomes pornified. It becomes an objectified persons involved. Or it becomes violent. It's tinged with violence. Sex is being used to exert power over somebody. And then it becomes perverse. It becomes out of order. All of this information is coming from somewhere. The love government is founded on the love culture. The love culture started when we were young in Africa, East Africa, by the big lake in the tropics, where we lived in communities where the sex was healthy, it was safe, it was well governed, it was open, it was communal. It was very much unlike what we have today in our culture. Our culture has been degraded by forces, the main which what I call patriarchy, which is rule by power over. It's force. It's the iron fist in the velvet glove. The love government is not into that type of sexual power and violence or perversion. It's resting in a culture of love where anybody in the culture was governed with love, with safety and balance and harmony. So that story is a very big story, and it takes quite a while really to tell, become familiar with it, because it's coming from a different culture than ours. Ours is really anti-love and anti-sex, in the sense that sex is either repressed, acted out, dangerously acted out. So we're going to have to go down the middle if we're going to have safe, healthy sex, and that requires an understanding of who we are as lovers, as sexual beings. And for that we need an education in what the big picture involves. And that we can only do one piece at a time, but we're going to get there. We're taking a journey here through this house, step by step. And this is the first episode out of 52. So we have a long way to go in our journey, a long way to go in understanding. But we'll get there if our intention is to do that. If we want to be lovers, if we want to know true love and to be able to distinguish false love from true love, these cards are set up and designed to do that, to give us an understanding, to give us a safe and enduring, sustainable foundation. So thank you for joining us on this journey. This is the first episode, and there are many more to come. So I sign off here with a sexual sign. This is an L for love. So I wish you love, happiness, joy, and peace. Thank you.